What's up, everybody? It's me, Craig X, in California. I'm here on the beach, smoking weed, having a good time. Cali Kush, waves, seagulls, sand, palm trees. Man, what more could you ask for? It's Craig X from the beach down here in California, getting high. Hope you are too. What's up, everybody? It's me, Craig X from Cannabis Life Network, Expert Joints, Pot TV, Cannabis Culture, you name it, I'm doing it. Came all the way down here from Amsterdam down to LA. Of course, I've been shooting stuff all week here while I've been here. It's been a good time. But there was one person who I've been trying to connect with up in Canada for quite a while, and they wouldn't let her in, so I said, fuck it. And I came on down to LA to talk with the one and only Miss Charlo Greene. What's up, girl? How are you?
I think that's one of my favorite intros so far. I love that. I'm doing great. How are you?
Well, better that I'm here with you.
Yay.
Thanks for having me on the set of The Weed Show, your newest venture here. I mean, not like you're any stranger to the media, especially the marijuana side of the media. But we've got the new show here. Tell everybody who's unfamiliar, The Weed Show. What is it all about?
Our mission at The Weed Show is to provide the most usable, informative, and engaging information about cannabis that you can use to live a better life. So we have experts coming in talking about cultivating cannabis, how to lose weight with cannabis, how to find love with weed. I mean, you name it, we're exploring that and giving you the opportunity to ask these experts your questions, because the show is streamed live Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
Nicely done. See, she kept referring to experts, hence the reason why I'm here.
Hello.
I heard, I'm like, hey, these so-called experts, hey, I don't know, I gotta check it out.
We're calling for you.
Right, so this is just the latest in your, obviously, evolution.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows you had another job in media before.
Yes.
Chose very dramatically to resign from that position.
Now, everything you heard is why I, the actual owner of the Alaska Cannabis Club, will be dedicating all of my energy toward fighting for freedom and fairness, which begins with legalizing marijuana here in Alaska. And as for this job, well, not that I have a choice, but fuck it, I quit. All right, we apologize for that. We'll be right back.
I didn't think it was so dramatic in the moment, but everyone else did.
It caused a few waves anyway,
Yeah.
which, brilliant. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Why not? And good for you.
Thank you.
Because there's that too, because good for you. And since then, it's been kind of a one of these up and down. It's been certainly more up than down, but
Yeah.
you've had obviously a couple of hiccups along the way that haven't been so pleasant, but for the most part, it's been a raging success, and you're obviously doing fantastically well. I mean, this has been a wild couple of years, has it not?
I would have never in a million years imagined that I would be here hosting this after having gone through so much and having to go through it so publicly on top of it all.
Yeah.
And so when that happens, it also impacts your friends and your family. So I'm just really grateful for my family and friends and all of my fans and everyone that supported me and is still here with me while there's still uncertainty ahead.
Well, I mean, that's the cannabis times period. We're trying to get through it best we can, and all this legalization is pending, but if you want to get into it, a lot of it's still really Prohibition 2.0. Some of these regulations are not that really legal.
Absolutely not.
And, you know, I'm happy to see in a, well, it's better than nothing capacity. But at that time, there's a lot more work to do, and there's a lot more fighting to be done. And unfortunately, along the way, there's casualties isn't the right word, but bumps in the road that you can't ever get over. I look at it as well, too. You know, we all need to get together and be working towards the same goal. And it's going to take some time to get there. You can't undo 90 years of brainwashing in a couple of weeks.
Right.
You know, it's going to be a long fight back, and there's a long way to go. But thanks to folks like yourself who've been able to go out, put there publicly and be like, you know what, it's time to stand up for this plant, because there's nothing wrong with this. If you know the real reason why cannabis is illegal, and you understand really how ridiculous it is. Mm-hmm. Yesterday on your show, you were talking about the police officer.
Right, that wrote in asking for some advice.
Yeah. Well, I like to advise folks in that situation, do you understand why cannabis is illegal in the first place? It's racial control and monetary gains for a small handful of people. Those are the two reasons, racism and greed. It's not bad for you.
Well put.
It's not illegal because it's bad for you.
No.
Just like going to church doesn't make you a good person.
Right.
And it's great that shows like yours bring in a group of individuals every day to come through and make that message more available to the public. So we thank you for taking the time out and deciding to have a little career change there, but use your skills in a beautiful new way. What's been your favorite part of the ride? I mean, there's no need to be dwelling on the bad shit all the time.
Ooh, my favorite part has definitely been the community, becoming a part of something so meaningful. I think what sets our generation apart is that what we're really striving for is to be happy and to find meaning with our lives above anything else. And I think you find that in the cannabis community, in the cannabis industry, because cannabis can change the world. It is changing the world. You know, it's saving lives, it's curing cancer, it's providing economic opportunities in places where there was none. And the more reform spreads, creeps across North America, the further we'll get with that. So I'm thankful to be in the position that I'm in, but I'm also thankful for people in Canada that have been helping to normalize. Like, I love Toronto. I got to go there. That's why I tried to go back so many times.
Right. For those of you who are unfamiliar, she has been trying to come. There's just been a few people who are not quite as enjoying that decision as you are. But,
customs.
Yeah.
So, but I loved meeting people like Abby Roach over at the Hot Box Cafe.
For sure.
And I was looking forward to meeting the Emerys, who we know have done a ton for just growing weed, literally, across North America. Yeah. But the fact that the culture there is so rich, I encourage everyone, if you can, to get out there and check it out. But people that have pioneered it before me, I'm standing on their shoulders and building on all of that, so I always have to acknowledge that.
Well, and that's what I look at. We got to look back to look where we're going. And if we don't support each other, we have no support at all. So please make sure you support Miss Charlo Greene through all of her endeavors. Support the Weed Show, which you can check out. It's the Weed Show on Instagram, as well as Charlo Greene on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Any plugs, any shouts, anything they need to know? What's coming next? Stay tuned for us.
Just stay tuned for the Weed Show's live studio audience. We're going to be allowing people to come in, smoke with us. We'll be giving away a ton of stuff, likely giving away a ton of weed. And it'll be a really great experience. So just really building up that community aspect and helping people to connect and really experience what cannabis has to offer. So look forward to that. The Weed Show is the focus.
Nice. Well, why don't we go ahead and get you to Skype in at least on an episode of my show one of these days coming up soon. We'll get you on a Thursday. Maybe we can do, because your show's at 4, my show's at 4:20. Maybe we can have a double simul broadcast, picture-in-picture Skype-a-thon. Oh, that could be quite crazy. Crossover show. Something to stay tuned and watch for. ExpertJoints.com. Check out Charlo Greene. We appreciate everything. Thanks very much, guys. And of course, you can check it out on Cannabis Life Network. Peace.
See you.